Hey, Ma'am. Oh, come back. Come back. Come in. Come here. Corner of a cat nose. She's here because it's Amonkhet. Right,
Hey.
Nim?
Hey Internet, today we're going to be opening Amonkhet. Fresh from our news of last night, we're now going into tabletop card games. So Amonkhet just came out today. Really exciting. I've had a chance to play with some of the cards. I got to do a draft today, but Claire hasn't seen any of it. So
I haven't looked at anything. I can't be bothered.
I've shown her a couple of the cat-themed cards for obvious reasons that relate to something that you saw just before. Anyway, so we've got a few things here. We've got a bundle.
Don't you mean fat pack?
Why no, Claire? I mean bundle. Yeah, they've changed the name because Fat Pack was a joke in the first place. Someone suggested, what should you call a bunch of cards? And someone's like, oh, the PHAT pack, the Fat Pack. And someone didn't realise that they were making a joke and said, yes, I like that name.
Like, what did PHAT stand for?
You know, like fat loots.
Yeah, but like...
Speak.
Yeah, but...
That's
okay.
All. Yeah, that's all. Anyway, they said they didn't like it, so they put an extra booster and can call it a bundle now.
They didn't spell it PHAT though.
No, because someone
fat.
literally thought they were saying Fat Pack, FAT,
Oh dear.
and went, yes, I like that name. That name is good.
Alright.
Anyway, we also have the Planeswalker decks.
So this is a red-white rush deck, right?
Yep.
Which is my style.
And this is a black-green control deck, which I'm pretty excited to try. I really like the new design of intro decks, rather than 5 packs with some random rare that nobody really cares about as the front card. It's now Planeswalker themed. Gideon! Liliana! I really like that now you get a Planeswalker, even if they're just a casual Planeswalker, they're cool, they're a lot of fun to use. And hey, actually, today when I was at the shop, I saw some of the previous face Planeswalkers are actually quite expensive now. Like $10. They're worth more than some of the actual serious Planeswalkers are, which is interesting.
Okay.
Anyway, and we also have some random boosters that I won from drafting. Yay.
Because these are clever clogs.
I put all the cats in my deck, so I'm gonna... Also all the amazing removal that I got. So what are we gonna open first, Claire?
This? Oh my god.
Aw, so cool.
Okay, you gotta help my weak little lady hands.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to use the power of pen.
Good call.
Stabbing power. So what do you know about Amonkhet the Plains?
I know that it's kind of like an Egyptian mythology theme.
Yep.
And you've shown me the cat god.
Because
and
cat.
that is all I know. Oh, you've shown me the mummified cat token as well.
I did show you the mummified cat token.
But that's it. I can't even remember if you've told me what the other gods are like.
I don't think I did.
I'm going to assume there's a bird head god, am I right?
Yes.
You can't not have a bird
You have to have a bird
head
head god. What do you think the other ones are going to be? That's the blue one is
like
a bird.
A dog or jackal?
Jackal, yep.
Yeah.
The red one is a jackal.
A crocodile?
Yep, the black one is a crocodile head.
So I've guessed white so far, which is cat one.
Yeah, green's the one you're missing.
Oh, green's so black is crocodile.
Yeah.
So is blue
Blue's bird.
and red is jackal.
Yeah.
So what's a green snake?
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
Good guesses.
Okay, so
Yep. Anyway, so you get well, actually let's start with the packaging itself. You get this, which if you open it up, has got a larger picture of the art.
it's nice.
It's nice. I always think that if you were going to use the Plane Chase articles, I think I've got the wrong name for those. The articles that Wizards puts out for playing the D&D game with this is making a nice GM screen to roll your dice behind.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, so that's cool.
It's a bit more generic than the Kaladesh ones. So I remember the Kaladesh ones had like big Chandra, big Sahili.
Oh, so the other things with this one, the big thing here, I mean, you've got, there's someone, there's a person there. But the big thing that's meant to dominate this is the horns of Bolus,
Oh my god.
the supervillain of Magic.
Oh my.
So the idea of Kaladesh, not Kaladesh, that was the last one, Amonkhet. Yes, it's ancient Egypt world, but it's another brand of horror.
How so?
This is the Stepford Wives style of horror, where everything looks beautiful and wonderful and lovely, and it's actually horrible beneath the surface.
I remember, actually, one thing I do remember about the setting that you've been telling me is that they've got like some kind of thing that you theorize is like training new planeswalkers.
Yeah, so one of the ideas of this, the catchphrase for the set is, "Rise among the worthy." And so the people on the plane go through all sorts of challenges from birth, and your goal is to get the best possible place that you can get in the afterlife. So they've got mummies who are fulfilling all the roles in society, so that the living people can just focus on dying, which is a bit grim.
Lovely.
And there's clearly something is going on here. Bolus, the dragon planeswalker, is behind the what does it mean? I don't know.
Cool, right.
Oh, we have this book. My favourite thing about these fat packs is actually these books, which have all sorts of information about...
Cute snake.
Yeah, that's the...
It's so cute!
It's so Stargate, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I love me some Stargate. So I love these. They tell you what the new mechanics are going to be for the set.
What have we got?
So what we've got Embalm, which is like flashback but for creatures. So if you've got a creature with Embalm in your graveyard, you can pay it some Embalm cost, and you get a token of it that comes into play. And it's an exact copy of the original card, because it comes back as a mummy. So in my draft that I did before, I used some embalming stuff, and it's a really nice mechanic. It's very easy to do, because you just pick up the creature from your graveyard and pop it back into play and you're done.
Nice.
It's really simple, it's quite thematic, it's a really sweet mechanic. You have Aftermath, which is my contender for the ugliest card design of all time.
Oh no.
There's a...
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
so this is
no.
a split card where you can cast the top half from your hand and the bottom half only from your graveyard.
Oh.
So it's like Flashback again, except you get a completely different card when you flash it back rather than getting the same thing again. And the graphic design for this is frankly terrible.
I mean, why didn't they go for... Remember they did something like this a few years ago, but...
Oh, you mean like the double-sided cards?
No. There were cards that were two cards, but they weren't like one wasn't horizontal and one vertical.
Yeah,
It was both
the
horizontal.
earlier ones they've done, they had them both this way up
Yeah.
to show that you had two options, whereas this one they wanted to show that you've got one option in your hand,
Right.
but then you put it in your graveyard like that, and you go, yeah, that's what I can still play from my graveyard. It still looks ugly.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a shame because I like it as an idea, but
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next?
Okay, the next one we've got is Cycling. We always have an old mechanic that comes back. So Cycling is cards where you can pay a cost, discard it from your hand, and then you get to draw a card. And there's a number of things that also care about cycling things, and there are cards that do things when they're cycled. It's just one of those little sort of filler mechanics. I doubt it's going to be on any of these listed most exciting mechanics of all time, but it just makes everything smoother and easier and straightforward, and it's really nice with Embalm.
Yes.
Yeah, one of my MVP cards was a very expensive bird that had Cycling and Embalm. So you went, oh, I don't have enough lands, cycle it away, and then bring it back from the dead as a zombie later on. It was very nice.
Very clever.
So yeah, Cycling. Probably one of the best mechanics they've made.
Cool.
Yeah. And finally you have Exert, which is also slightly confusing to me. Not in how it works, it's a very straightforward mechanic. Basically, some of the cards, they're always creatures, and they can do something extra when they attack, but in exchange they don't get to untap on the next turn.
Okay.
So they put in a bit of extra effort now, and then they have to take a little bit of time off having a breather.
Cool.
I don't get what that has to do with ancient Egypt.
So is this an old one or a new one?
That's a new one.
Okay.
The flavour, I think, is supposed to be everybody is competing to get the best place in the afterlife, so you have to try really hard. but it just doesn't scream Egypt to me.
Whereas Aftermath and Embalm sound pretty theme,
Yeah.
Sorry, I got an itchy nose. Oh.
Yeah. They say what they think the coolest cards in the set are going to be. So their money is on Nissa as the coolest card in the set.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we pull one. Anyway, no, I don't want to know any more about the actual cards.
The other thing that I like about this anyway is that you have a big blurb about the world and how it works and what's going on in the world and who are the gods, because we've, of course, one of the big things we've got new gods, like Oketra, the cat god.
Who doesn't have creature type cat? Which makes me sad.
And
the snake god is
Ronas,
the cutest!
the Stargate god.
Oh!
There's your Kefnit, your bird god, and
bird god's a bit weird.
Bontu, the croc god, and Hazoret, the jackal god.
He's pretty cute, but the snake god is the cutest, if you ask me.
Something else that I think is interesting, normally in these books you always get a summary of the story, blow by blow. This is more like a, here's the outline of what's going on.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stuff that's not in here. So I know one of the people who follow the story often, you get this and you find out everything that's going to happen. And that can be a bit disappointing because there's still a month of stories left to go on the website. But this time around, they've said, here's some of the beats so you can get a general idea, but this doesn't have all the things that are in the story. And it says, here's a link if you want to check it out, more details. So that's actually quite nice.
Fair enough.
And then finally you have a card encyclopedia.
I don't want to see that.
No. Anyway,
Right,
so this is lovely. So we've got a box. They're nice boxes. I always like these boxes.
Yeah, they design them nicely.
Yeah. Does this one have an interesting angular cut on it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does.
And we've got our standard land.
Oh! Look
can't wait
at
to
our
open them.
dice.
Oh my god! If they're all that kind of colour, I think I want to get the whole set. That's really pretty.
That is beautiful. I actually think this is the only colour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They've made
It's kind of hard to
an
see.
Egyptian themed colour.
It's hard to see the colour in the camera, but like it's kind of got this subtle glitter to it. It's really nice.
That's
I like it.
really gorgeous. That's one of the prettiest.
I want it.
You've got it.
Wow. Yeah, but no, you know what? I wish I could have like a polyhedral set.
Oh, just
colour.
like this.
That's a really pretty colour.
That blue with the gold lettering on it.
Alright, we got some tokens and
Yeah, so this is another one of the new things they put in the set. Because of Embalm as a mechanic, every single creature with Embalm has got a token creature on
oh
it.
jeez, that's
Meaning
a lot
there's
of tokens.
a lot of tokens. And so I found out about this at the shop, and it's a particularly cool thing. This is every token in the set, double-sided, with everything you're going to need.
That's smart. Okay, that's...
So...
Because I was going to say, making a set that needs that many tokens isn't very smart.
Hippo!
Smart. Oh my god, you can get a zombie hippo. I mean...
No, this is an actual hippo. So you can get a zombie angel, or a zombie cleric.
It's kind of funny to me that they're zombies when they're mummies, you know?
It's... I can see why Magic did it. It is definitely easier and better for mechanics to just say, everything that's a living dead thing that's is a zombie.
But to me, they're different cultural things.
Definitely.
Yeah. Wait, so every it's a mummified cat. So every mummy is white.
They're not always white to start off with, but when they turn into a mummy,
they're white.
They're white.
So does that mean that there's going to be a huge slant towards white?
No. So what happens is you have like a green card, and it will have Embalm on it. And it just comes back as a white card, regardless of what it was to start off with.
Okay. I guess.
So, for example, here's a legendary zombie. Legendary zombie. His actual card is white and blue, but when he turns into a zombie, he's just white.
Okay. Man, talk about whitewashing, right?
In fact, I think this is quite a good way of depicting Egypt, given cultural depictions of Egypt recently as full of white people. I think they're commenting on movies like Exodus and Gods of Egypt here.
Well, it's going to be interesting
Anyway.
for me, anyway. I guess you've had a little bit of an opportunity at the draft this afternoon to see, and also, you've been looking at the
spoilers as they come out. Yep.
It's going to be interesting to see what the humans look like.
Yes.
Whether they've been whitewashed or not.
Anyway, so we get a pack of lands, basic lands. So one of the coolest things about basic lands in the set, and yes.
What do we got? Full art lands!
Is that there are full art lands in the set. This is the first set since this is the first set that's not set in Zendikar that has full art lands that you can get easily, not counting things like Unglued. And so here are 20 full art lands.
I noticed that the sun is very prominent in all of these cards.
Why, yes.
Yeah.
Well spotted.
And also,
so part of the story,
the thorns of Nicol Bolas.
Part of the story is that Nicol Bolas is the god pharaoh, and he is supposed to return, and whatever it is he's doing is going to come to fruition when the sun reaches the point between his horns.
No.
And so all the full art cards have got his horns prominently displayed, and the sun is almost in place.
And in most of the standard lands as well,
I think about a third of the
light is really important. Even if you can't see the sun, the play of where the sun is pretty important.
So for the basic lands, I noticed that there's a theme with them too. So you get there's a cycle of the basic lands where they're all in the city.
Yeah.
There's a cycle of the basic lands where they all have Nicol Bolas' horns on them.
Yeah. And then there's like wilderness.
Oh, actually, no, you get the god lands. See, so you get cat.
Oh, Sphinx.
Sphinx.
Very good.
And then you have the wilderness ones.
That's very good.
They are gorgeous, and I think they fit really nicely in the whole Stepford Wives horror theme, where they look gorgeous. This looks like a paradise, but then you get the explanation for what's going on in these, and suddenly it's starting to look a little bit uneasy.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, what do you want to open next?
Well, what's in here?
Oh, so the last thing that they put in is they give you this, which is just an empty box for packaging.
Oh, okay.
But in the past, all of these empty boxes that they put in for packaging have just been little cardboard struts. Whereas this one, we've got one of these in the cabinet behind us, which we use to keep the wild dice in. They're actually quite good. Hardware boxes. So, yeah.
Alrighty.
I think that sounds great. So this is actually the best looking bundle that I've seen.
Yeah.
With things like the deluxe dice, I know that the Battle for Zendikar you got entirely full art lands, but I quite like this mix of getting all the different artworks. With the pack of all of the different tokens, all double-sided, is the only place where you can get these double-sided tokens. That's a lot of nice little extra things that they put into this.
Alright, start opening things.
Yes, open packs. It's opening packs time.
Kitty face! Oh.
Actually, we should show off all the different pictures, shouldn't we? So we've got Kitty Face, so that's Oketra, the cat god. We have Man with Knife.
We've got Lady Face. Is she like an important character or something? Or just generic?
I think she's just generic.
Okay.
Interesting that none of the planeswalkers are on these.
Yeah,
and only one of the gods. We have Angry Jackal Man.
So he's not a god, he's just like a generic jackal man.
He's just an angry jackal man. Yep.
Cool. Alright, and then this thing. Yeah.
And then we have this Sphinx.
Cool, alright.
There have to be Sphinx.
I'm gonna open Kitty Face first. What are you gonna open?
Oh, I will.
Oh, do we have enough? We have enough to perfectly open one of it.
Awesome. So I will also open Kitty Face.
Alright.
We've got a little game that we do when we open packs, which one of our friends showed us, where we'll come up with a category and then we'll look through the pack to see who wins the category. And it's just a way of making opening packs more fun than just flick, 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 what's the rare, okay, done. So, I've got one that I thought of before.
What is it?
Best animal.
Best animal. Okay, let's go.
Obviously we're biased towards cats in this house, so, you know. Oh, so this is another new token.
Oh, wow, you can actually punch out the token. It's hard to see, you can't see it on the camera, but there's like little punch out lines that you can... Oh, it's actually not that easy. I guess you kind of got to bend it beforehand.
Yeah. But yeah, there's these new punch-out tokens, so you can get all the...
oh no,
doesn't matter.
doesn't matter, but yeah, you can kind of open it now. Oh wow, that's actually quite difficult. I guess, yeah.
Maybe a better perforation for the future, but...
Yeah, maybe.
But it's a really nice thought.
It is a nice thought. Tokens. Yeah, cool.
So,
right.
what do we have? Best animal. Best animal. And any other card that you want to show off as particularly cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's best, but I'm kind of tempted to show it.
That's quite cool.
Okay.
Okay, I have to go for this one then. And it's my rare.
Oh no, my rare is one of those ugly cards.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there were ram people minotaurs and like it says minotaur, but they look like goats to me, not bulls.
It's one of those things where they've gone, it's close enough and it lets you do minotaur decks rather than just whatever.
So I like these guys the best because I didn't even realize there'd be minotaurs in here, and I'm super excited about the fact that they are like sheep/goat type minotaurs. Because like damn, they look cool. So yeah, I guess I'm choosing probably not the wasted guy, cursed minotaur, but Arncrop Crasher. I like him.
So for me, I didn't realize that ancient Egypt had sandworms from June.
Oh no!
But yes, we've got sandworms from June.
Lovely.
So with this one, at the beginning of your end step, you get a sandworm every turn.
Oh my god, I don't ever want to come up against that card.
I think this could go in my commander deck.
For my rare, I got Rags to Riches, which I kind of like how they've like incorporated that kind of.
Oh yeah, so
saying in a
they're all
card.
meant to be like that.
Oh, they are. Okay.
You're really good at picking up on all the stuff that they put in. So all of them are meant to be said as this to this. So they're all rags to riches.
So rags, all creatures get a -2/-2 to end a turn, and then riches, this is cast as aftermath. Each opponent chooses a creature he or she controls. You gain control of those creatures. Ouch.
So part of the idea of all of these is meant to be that the two abilities work together nicely.
There's a kitty in that picture, and it's on a cushion. Oh.
You should have chosen that as your...
Oh, look! I didn't realize the kitty is the one scrounging in rags. So the kitty goes from scrounging food to being fed.
Mechanically, it's quite nice because you kill off all the weak creatures and then you steal all the good stuff that's still.
So you want to play a black-blue deck for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting.
If you'd chosen that, I would have given it to you.
Well, fine, you win.
But sandworms.
Yeah.
Not very Egyptian, but very desert. So yeah, I'm going to give them a pass on this. Other things that are quite cool are. You might like this. This is a jackal person.
Cool.
They're very cool looking. Jackal people.
They're awesome. I quite like this. I feel like it's very kind of Egyptian with the lady breaking out of the
sarcophagus. Let's see.
It's just destroy target artifact.
Oh, that's quite cool looking, isn't it?
But I just really like the art. Yeah.
Oh, also, she's not white.
Yes, and that comes back to that point that I was making before. So yeah, quick look at any human faces. I don't have a lot of humans in my deck. Oh yeah, no, here we go. I've got. Oh my god, all the humans are all brown people, and that's
amazing.
Great.
That's wonderful. That's brilliant.
Thank you, Magic, for not whitewashing your Egypt land.
So many portrayals of Egypt in the movies have been whitewashed.
Yeah.
So it is lovely and refreshing to see
great.
Egyptian people drawn as looking like Egyptian people.
And like, I'm really enjoying these jackal people.
They're
like
cool,
how obsidian their skin is. It's cool.
They look awesome.
Alright.
Oh, I remember getting a beat down from that guy today.
Okay. Who are we going to open next?
What are we going to open next? Jackal people.
Okay, so what was that? We did.
What's the best animal? So it's your turn to think of a category, Claire.
My category is the.
Category. There's a category just over here.
The most brutal card.
The most brutal card.
Yeah.
Going for the whole Stepford Wives horror theme here, are we?
Ooh, Jackal Lady.
Oh,
I can tell she's a lady because she's got a lady figure.
here's one of those punch out.
Oh my god! I'm just gonna put this out here. I just love how crisp and white this fan bearer's bandages are. They look fabulous.
Oh, I've got the least brutal card ever here.
Yeah.
I think this is a winner for the least brutal card possibly ever printed. Look at this cat.
Oh,
Kitty.
Whereas I've got a green cat. Oh.
Also, not really.
Oh, I've got a Minotaur Vizier. Awesome. Okay, let's do that. Oh, Naga! There are Naga in this. Awesome.
Oh yeah, there are Naga.
I've got a Naga Vitalist.
Oh, so here's another cool thing. There are also artifacts that you have to build. So here's one here. So see, you get this small, fairly bad ability, but you put a brick on it.
Yeah.
And then once you've got enough bricks, you get a much better ability.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So you've got to build it up, and you get little brick tokens on this. See, there's bricks there, which is cool.
Enigma Drake looks cool. Oh, Shadowstorm Vizier. She looks cool. Hey, it's a black guy. Awesome. I'm so glad. And then...
Oh, that's not brutal,
so
Claire.
pretty. I'm not saying it's brutal, I'm just saying it's so pretty.
It is really
Alright,
gorgeous.
my most brutal card is the Trespasser's Curse. Enchant player. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, that player loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. That's the worst. It's only 2 mana. I'm sure they could destroy it pretty easily, but like, if you don't have anything to get rid of an enchantment, you're really stuffed.
Yep. So I'm going to go for Splendid Agony as the most brutal card that I have. So its effect is a pretty vanilla removal card. You get to put 2 -1/-1 counters down wherever you want. But it's the flavor text that makes this the most brutal. And the art. So here's our man enjoying his agony. And you can just make out behind him the horns of Nicol Bolas. Silhouetted.
I like how his arms echo the shape of the horns.
And the flavor text is wherever you are in the city, you can feel the presence of the god Pharaoh.
Ooh.
Take comfort in that. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Ukat, Vizier of Initiation. That's pretty grim.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have this foil crocodile.
Let's see.
There you go, foil crocodile.
Ah, crocodile.
This also fits with another theme which I think is really cool. There's a whole lot of really big creatures. Like this guy is massive. He's what, a 5/4 for 4 mana.
That's pretty cheap, right?
Oh, and he has haste. But when he comes into play, you put -1/-1 counters on your own people.
Yeah. Okay.
And so there's this whole theme of these guys who, do you want to put it on him? Then he becomes a 4/3 for 4 mana with haste, which is good, but not too brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you sacrifice the weak people to feed the crocodile?
It's kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, it's a fun little mechanic.
Okay.
Sort of a survival of the fittest mechanic, which is cool.
Next pack.
Sure. Oh, who won that one?
You won.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's me this time. Ooh, what can we have with this one? I think the most uniquely Egyptian thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Ancient
say,
Egyptian.
yeah, I mean, ancient Egyptian thing.
Okay, which one?
So, pyramids, sphinxes, and so we better open the sphinx pack for this one, right?
Alright.
Unique Egyptian things, I think, get a higher rating for this one. So, mummies are all well and good, there's mummies everywhere, but if you can get something, yeah, a bit different.
Yeah,
then...
okay.
Oh, well that's quite good.
Ancient crab. Oh, I don't know why I misread that. I thought it said Minotaur screenshot. It's Minotaur short.
Minotaur screenshot, wonderful.
Oh, check this out.
Oh.
I like bird people.
Oh, camels.
Oh, I love camels.
Camels. Not a great card, but cool flavour. It's nice to have camels. And I also really like this art on Tormenting Voice, where we have a very Egyptian-looking lady with makeup and jewellery.
It's interesting to me that Oketra, the cat god, has a bird person
Oh,
attendant.
that card is wonderful.
Oh, that's that person that
That's-
won the game for you today, is it?
Is the card that won me the game. If you draft, I recommend you take as many of it as possible.
And then Avian Mind Sensor is like rare. Yeah,
So-
I got a bird thing going on.
I have the bounty of the I can't believe it's not the Nile.
You know, I think you automatically win. My offering is the gates to the afterlife.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool,
Actually,
but,
this is one of the most interesting cards. Is it this one? Yeah. You can sacrifice the Gate to the Afterlife to search for the god Pharaoh's gift. I have no idea what the god Pharaoh's gift is. Maybe it's in the next set, or maybe I just haven't seen it yet. But you can go through the gates of the afterlife to receive your reward if you've got enough dead stuff.
Oh wow.
What does that mean? We'll find out. That's very cool. So this one is a blue-green card, and the river floods, and so you get a different reward every turn based on whether the river is flooding or not.
Yeah, I like that.
So you get to either
think
draw
it's
a card
nice,
or you get extra mana as the tides go in and the tides go out, and it's a very nice way of representing how.
Explain that. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Right. So which pack next? And what's the category?
Oh, well, it's your turn to pick.
Okay, well, I'm picking Ladyface.
A lady
Let's
face.
go, prettiest card!
Prettiest card, always a good category.
Especially with this being, like you're saying, Stepford Wives, really pretty, and but actually, you know,
It's a cool
hidden,
take on horror.
hidden darkness. I got a lot of humans so far.
Ooh, I have a foil, but it's not very pretty.
Ooh, Scarab Feast. That ain't pretty. Yeah.
I have a foil, but it's Oketra's name. In Oketra's name, but it's not particularly pretty. And I'm definitely not going to win with my rare because it's another one of these Aftermath cards that we don't really like. I think I know what my winner's going to be.
I guess I'm gonna offer up the Curator of Mysteries as my prettiest card. It's not like surprisingly not amazingly pretty pack for me, but still cool. But yeah, it's the Sphinx from he was on the front of
One of the boosters.
One of the other boosters, yeah.
So I have two things to offer. Firstly, we have this beautiful looking man, done by one of Claire's favourite artists.
Oh, I've got him too!
Hey, buddy,
Magali? Yeah!
Who draws the most beautiful looking men with the best,
beautiful men.
with the best makeup, which is kind of appropriate for this.
Smoky eyes. Yeah, it makes complete sense for each.
Anyway, for my prettiest card, I feel like it's cheating, honestly, but
Yeah,
these
but you win.
full art lands are gorgeous.
You're 4 for 4 so far.
I am 4 for 4.
Well, last one, and it will probably be winner takes all. So, what do you want to do?
Well,
Name your terms of
if
winning.
it's going to be winner takes all, then it's going to be winner takes all, the most powerful card.
Like, do you mean power? Power?
Well, it could be the biggest thing, or it could be like the biggest effect on the table, or
He just doesn't want to lay down the rules.
it's a bit vague.
Uh huh.
Well,
Ooh.
oh, have you seen these? The cartouche.
Well, I just got
you just got a
showed the
cartouche,
cartouche
yes.
is real.
Also, I know you like your
Ooh.
animals, so there is this amazing antelope.
I have a couple of things to show. So I like nagas. Check out that naga, and also, kitty time! Oh,
Kitty?
It's the pouncing cheetah.
Oh, it's the cheetah.
Ooh. Okay, that might be my most powerful. I just got a cartouche of strength.
Mhm.
Ooh, Blood Rage Berserker, nice. And then
Spring to mind.
I got Pull from Tomorrow. draw X cards, then discard a card. Maybe that's going to be my most powerful.
Pretty powerful.
That's a good old blue trickery kind of card.
And with all the... Oh, you got a foil.
I got a foil rare.
Nice.
Harsh Mentor.
Oh.
It's rare.
So I think you win.
Why?
I think that's worth a lot of money.
Cool.
Meanwhile, I have a mythic. It's not the best mythic in this set, but it's one of the coolest. Glorious End. And its ability is end the turn. And then its next ability is at the beginning of your next end step, you lose the game. So basically, you play it in your opponent's turn, go, no, you don't get a turn, and then you have one last shot to kill them.
Oh, and it's a red.
It's a red mythic.
Oh, okay. I'm used to cards like that being like blue.
There's a blue card that has end the turn, but normally this idea of like gamble everything on one last shot is a very cool
red.
Effect. This is the biggest and the showiest, but I think you win on power.
Yeah.
Both for the blue, I'm going to draw all the cards, and for the very, very nice foil.
Okay. Do we want to open more?
Yeah, let's open more.
Some extra ones, and
we've got our...
I'm disappointed that we haven't drawn any gods yet.
Or planeswalkers. In fact, we've only had one mythic so far, and it's my...
Yeah, more. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see if I can salvage this and get some
what's your
points
category
back.
then, Claire?
My category is...
We've got another, 9 more boosters that we can open here.
Oh, what's my category here? I want the manliest card.
We all know that there is the manliest of us.
Sure. Man, so many cartouches. I'm not doing well for manly so far. No, none of these are very manly.
Well, I've got a man here who can melt a wall with his hand.
That's quite manly. Next one. It's not the god, but she's walking amongst the mortals.
And there's Gideon. Gideon is watching. Gideon is. You know what? You win this one, hands down. Gideon and his.
Actually, no. I've got
facial hair.
I've got a more manly one. Look at this guy. And it's foil.
Ooh, nice.
And it's rare. And also, I've got a double thing.
Ugh.
Heaven and Earth.
Oh, Heaven to Earth.
Heaven to Earth. So Heaven deals X damage to each creature with flying. That's that part. And then Earth is when the meteor impacts. Earth deals X damage to creature without flying. Cool.
I also have Failure to Comply. So Failure, return target spell to its owner's hand, and then Comply, choose a card name, and until your next turn, your opponent can't play spells with the chosen name.
Alright.
So you bounce something back and you go, you can't play that again. I like the mechanic of this actually. The more I'm seeing these, the more I appreciate the mechanic. I just think the card design is horrific. Okay. You win that one hands down.
Okay.
Gideon. Gideon is far more manly than anything else we've got available.
Next.
Okay, what will we have next? I'm running out of ideas here. I mean, traditionally we do things like biggest casting cost, biggest power.
Well, should we do something like that?
You know what? The biggest card.
What are we talking about?
So this could be a very, very fat creature. It could be an effect that affects the entire table. It could be power and toughness. I never want to pin it down just so that you get more scope to...
Okay.
The biggest.
I think I win.
What do you have?
I have the Desert Cerodon, which is carrying a frickin' tower on its back.
That's quite big.
It's quite big.
It's
right?
quite big. Unless I get a pyramid, I think you've got this.
I'm not seeing anything bigger than him so far.
I do have the Statue of Cats.
Hey! I got the lady who's on front of the boosters.
I do have
some
statues of cats.
Cool. And I got a mythic, and it's called As Foretold.
You're getting all the not god or planeswalker mythics, aren't
yeah, aren't we? At the beginning of your upkeep, put a time counter on As Foretold. Oh god, look at that symbolism. It's like,
It's the
no.
horns and the... oh god.
Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast with converted mana cost X or less, where X is the number of time counters on as foretold.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Nice.
I got another copy of the Harsh Mental, who I believe is very expensive and good.
Yes.
Biggest, yeah, I think your beast that carries a...
What's your
and I have a
foil?
foil. I have a foil curse, Trespasser's Curse.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty standard card.
Yeah, nice foil.
I've seen a lot.
And also another beautiful full
You're
art
getting
land.
all full art
These
lands.
full art lands are gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're just so nice.
Should we open these up and get the foil?
Let's
boosters
open
out of
these
them?
up. Yeah, we can show off what's in them, and we can get the thing up. We'll have a tournament of this later on.
Just get the boosters out first.
Yeah. Well, we might as well just show off what's in these, generally speaking. Which is to say, a foil Planeswalker face card. My one just fell straight out. Your one's getting a bit.
Yeah, no, I got them out. Gideon.
Liliana.
He's a little bit bent.
Oh my. We also have, I quite like these boxes that they put all of this in, because I remember previous products having these very tiny little boxes that you couldn't put anything in, you'd never be able to use. Whereas these are actually, you could sleeve up a
Quite big,
deck and
aren't
put
they?
it in these. They're
Yeah.
quite nice and big.
Okay, so we get 2 boosters in them, some explanation booklets and stuff, and the actual decks themselves.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna look at the decks now, or keep going with boosters? I think we should keep going.
I think we should keep going with boosters. We've
And
got
then we'll
5
look at the
boosters
decks
left.
themselves. Cool, alright. Well, I mean, obviously we can't compare one of them, but,
No.
okay. So,
Well,
Who's the
since these
last
are the Planeswalker decks, let's make this category be the coolest card with the Planeswalker on it.
okay.
Obviously, if you get a Planeswalker, you win.
Alrighty. No Planeswalker. No Planeswalker.
It could be flavor text if
Oh!
all else fails. Ooh, another Sandworm. Not a Planeswalker. Can you imagine if that thing was a Planeswalker? Good God.
I'm not getting any Planeswalkers here. Oh, I got a Shimmer Scale Drake.
I do really like the art for Electrify.
I don't even care what it's about, it's just pretty.
What is it?
Trial of Strength.
Oh,
the
so
picture
this is
is
quite
the
cool.
snake
So you
god.
notice the ability?
When a Trial of Strength enters the battlefield, create a 4/2 green beast creature token. When a cartouche enters, when a cartouche enters the battlefield under your control, return Trial of Strength to its owner's hand.
So the idea is meant to
like-
be that you have the trials of what you go through and you earn the cartouche.
Okay, I've got reduced to rubble, so that one there, and then it turns to rubble. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 3, and then it turns into up to 3 target lands don't untap during their controller's next untap step. Pretty standard. It's not
I have-
the most biggest thing.
Harpatra, Vizier of Poisons.
Mean.
So she's a legendary black-green creature who
Cool.
deals with poisons.
I have a scaled behemoth. Oh my god.
Hmm.
I love me crocodiles, so that is awesome. I have. Whoa! What the hell is this?
Oh my god, and we've got a winner. We have a winner.
What
ladies
the
and
hell is this, James? I don't understand. It's
Okay,
not
so-
written in the usual.
So, Claire, you just got a several $100 card. There are some of these invocation cards. I think it's supposed to be about 1 in every 3 booster boxes.
Wow.
And they are very, very rare and valuable, and that's one of the gods.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So we're totally playing sealed after this, right?
I think we're putting that one in a sleeve,
Oh my
and we'll need to decide whether we'd
gosh.
rather keep it for posterity's sake
Keep it.
or sell it for several $100s.
Oh.
We could keep it short term and then decide from there. The value is fairly low right now, but it'll go up.
So shiny.
So this is Hazoret the Fervent, the Red God. Legendary creature, God.
Yay.
Indestructible haste.
I win.
Claire wins everything.
I win the whole round.
Just everything. I can see everything from here on. Clear ones.
Okay.
Oh, we have 3 packs left.
Alright, so what's the category now?
Oh, no one had any Planeswalkers, but Claire wins with Hazoret Fervent.
Oh my gosh.
No one had any Planeswalkers or cards with Planeswalkers or flavor text with Planeswalkers, but Hazoret the Fervent. That's amazing. You need to check how much that thing's worth.
Yeah. For context, when we did Kaladesh, I drew how many Chandras?
2 Chandras.
Yeah.
2 Chandras.
I'm
That's
lucky.
good.
They're lucky hands.
Yes.
Alright, what's
This is why I get her to open packs.
Before I look at this, so what's the category?
Oh, it's your turn to pick, isn't it?
Oh.
Best cat.
No, that's too restricted.
I know, but there's a cat just over here. You can't see it.
Oh, no, let's go for biggest casting cost, shall
Biggest
we?
casting
See, a little bit boring.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got? We got a 5 and a 4 and a 3 and there's some cool cards.
I've got a 4.
Check out Escherland. Oh my gosh. I don't have very expensive cards
Harvest
so far.
Festival. So I think I'll win this one on a...
I got start to finish. Create 2 white warrior creature tokens with vigilance. Oh no, is finish going to be that one of them dies and the other one avenges? As an additional cost to cast finish, sacrifice a creature, destroy target creature. Oh.
Yep, one of them dies to kill off something.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, Anguish Drake is so pretty.
And there's 6.
It's a 6, so it's probably the biggest one. Well, it's the biggest one so far. Ooh, Plague Voucher. No, thank you. And a Bloodlust Inciter in foil. Yes, the biggest one I've got is 6.
7.
Well done.
I win every category basically except for...
The one that matters. Money, 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 money.
We have 1 booster left. Claire, I think you should open it.
Whoop!
Because only one of us has
Lucky
opened
hands.
Hazoret the Fervent.
Okay, have a look. Well, let's start with the best card in the whole set.
Most cats, most people would make a cat's noise with like meow or something like that, but our cat sounds like a bird, so she goes, and it's very cute.
Okay. What have we got? I'm
I
too
think I saw
scared.
another foil.
Just scared to get to the back of this. Haven't seen that one yet. No Catcher's Name.
It's another one that won me a few games.
Nice.
You get a nice critical mass of zombies going.
Jeez, look
Crocodile
at the
Demon.
Crocodile Demon. New specific. Oh, I got that already.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
So we didn't get very many mythics.
But then.
But then.
Yay!
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, so what do you think of the layout on this thing and the design?
I think it looks weird.
A lot of people do not like the design on these. I know they're
Yeah.
pretty unpopular. People feel that they're very hard to read.
But it feels very special to get it, actually. Because, like,
actually
it's
seeing
so
it,
unusual. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, like, I'm not a huge fan of foils. Though, that being said, like, Magic are fairly decent with their foils in that they're not as bad at bending as some trading card games have
Some
been.
Legend of the Five Rings
Yeah.
foils are horrific.
Not just that, like, My Little
Get the card.
Pony
Oh, those are terrible.
have been, our collection of that has been curling up as well. And
Hmm.
yeah, so, like, Magic have got it down pretty much. Like, they've
They
done
have a
as best
good-
as they can.
Like, they don't foil everything. There's just layers of foil and
Mm.
more or less in certain places, and so as a result, it's less likely to bend over.
And actually, where this isn't foiled, it's very glossy, so
It's very glossy.
quite...
Unique.
But yeah, like, there are areas of text that are nigh on unreadable, unfortunately. But, I mean, yeah,
It's
it
an
just felt really
incredibly
special to get it.
Special
So,
looking card.
yeah.
I mean, imagine if you were playing Commander and you sat down and you said, "This is my Commander," and you slapped that thing down on the table.
yeah.
Everybody else would be very impressed.
I noticed too that it has a different symbol there, rather than the standard. This one's got like a broken pyramid symbol. This has got like a, oh god, it's got a Nicol Bolas symbol.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
You'll also notice that at the bottom there we've got Nicol Bolas's horns surrounding the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, his horns are quite present in this.
It's very
design.
much meant to look like an Egyptian-style card with some Nicol Bolas things hidden in it as well. I'm definitely looking forward to opening Nicol Bolas in the next set after making you open lots of packs so that we can get that.
Right, okay.
And
should
finally,
we get into these?
yes.
Okay, so what do we want to show from these?
Probably some of the new cards that are in them.
Okay.
So the other cool thing that they do with these is they have exclusive cards that you can only get in these packs. And you get a couple of rares, and so you get a fairly good themed deck. So if you look at the first couple of cards, you have 4 rares. So you get 2 rares that they feel will work well in the set. So
And the sky. Geez, Gideon, I hope you're not the white savior up in here.
chances are. And you also get special rares like this Liliana's Influence, the Gideon one that you had just then, which you can only get in these packs, and they basically only work if you're playing with these planeswalkers.
So I noticed with this, being red and white, a lot of humans and a lot of bird soldiers, and there's some cats as well. Here's a cat that I haven't seen in any of my boosters so far.
Ah, that's because you will not see that cat in any booster.
This
It
is
only exists in here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Similarly, there's the lands. So, this Foul Orchard
Oh yeah.
is a land that you'll only get in these decks, and they just help to make the decks playable.
I've been really enjoying the mummies so far, and then I saw this guy. He's got his war paint on. It's really cute.
Yeah.
He's got like war paint on his.
Oh, he does, doesn't he? That's cute.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I love it.
What is it?
Oh, Tar Crop Elite.
Oh, that's gorgeous,
Oh,
isn't it?
it's so pretty.
My one, I'm not showing you a lot of cards because there's not a lot of pretty stuff in this. I've got all sorts of evil looking beetles, zombies, crocodile demons. I do like the crocodile demon. More zombies, giant spider! It's kind of nice to see that giant spider, first printed in 1993, still showing up in decks today.
Oh.
Sometimes you just get the right design on cards.
I've got this Trial of Zeal. Yeah, so I saw a different trial. I think I saw the green trial when I was looking at my boosters. This one's the red trial. So that's kind of. I quite like when they do god themed things. Like I really did. I liked
Theros.
Yeah. Bit. I like my mythology.
Yeah. It's also nice to see here. I've got the Trial of Ambition. But the main sort of sub theme of this deck, rather than I've got a couple of the trials and cartouche, but the big thing here is I have 1 copy of each of the brick artifacts. My deck is a bit slower, so I have zombies and I build pyramids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I guess the next step for us then is to play some games and you'll review.
Oh god, I just noticed even more Nicol Bolas symbols on the side.
Oh, on the side.
Yeah, on the sides there's more. It's actually, I think that is Hazaret's spear. You'll see his spear that he's got there is basically Nicol Bolas' horns. And his role in the plane is all of the gods run a different trial, and Hazaret is the final trial where you fight each other, and every winner gets to go up 1 tier of the pyramid until you get to the top, where you have won and are ritually killed by Hazaret.
I was gonna say, doesn't the winner die?
The winner dies. Everybody else dies too, but the winner gets the best death.
Okay, so I think the next step is for us to play a few games and
yes. we might let you know how it goes.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
But thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing our excitement with extremely valuable, awesome. Actually, I'm going to pull in some cards that I opened today from my draft as well, just so you can see some more rares.
Oh, that's pretty.
So we have the release event today. So it's an alternate art Oracle's Fault.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. We've got a couple of copies of the normal one, but it's a nice alternate one. I won't go through all the commons and uncommons because the chances are you've seen those. there's our favourite cat.
Yay.
But
No, this is our favourite cat.
as far as magic cards go, though, this is wonderful.
Whoa! Oh no! No, straight out. Oh, pretty.
I thought you'd like that one.
So pretty. They got cat armor on.
Oh, and then there's also this guy who's quite cool.
Can you show him?
No, I haven't.
He's cool. Doesn't he turn into a mummy?
Yeah, he does.
Epic mummy.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, poor guy. He looks so happy. And then he dies horribly.
And then his corpse is reanimated to serve everybody so that they may in turn also die horribly.
Cool. Alright.
Great. Okay, thank you everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.